right, so the what I've been saying about Eric, I see this video say 6 hours ago. I'm getting I'm one of the last ones. And I told you, I'm the last, and that, I've been said that. Remember I said the fact that I was one of the last ones to know what gang stalking is in 2016, and I didn't start to make videos until 2018. That means it's over. I've been said that. You're like, how do you know? I'm just, because my whole, there are plenty of things where I was the first one to learn about something, but then at the same time, it was a lot of stuff I'm the last to find out. And then make it so bad, it's usually the end of whatever it is. Meaning if it's a fad, I thought, but okay, yeah, I heard about rap for a lot of people. You like, or other rap, new rapper, whenever somebody was new, even Run DMC, because I'm from Queens or whatever. But other things, it's the end of it. And see, like with other things, they just die, but y'all keep fighting this losing battle. And okay, yeah, maybe that's why y'all come after me. I mean, y'all don't understand. Y'all probably don't understand that. But and I told you before, and y'all didn't take heed. It was over, and I told you that in 2018. I think I did the first video I ever made. I'm not sure. When I find out about something, and think about it. When I was younger, don't you think that made me like feel bad? And no, I had a lot of friends. It wasn't but the fad was over by the time I paid attention to it. So it was enough to make me remember that all my life. And so now I see there was a reason. That was part of God's plan, right? And so that night when I discovered what gang stalking was, something said, I was happy. It's over. But then, so think about it. That means all these years, every once in a while, like, why is it taking so long? But then I realized, like, wait a minute. Even if it takes, like, this is way faster than other Bible stories. This is way faster. Usually, the person has to die before people figure it out years later, or decades, or centuries later. And then sometimes, yeah, it's literally the next day. God said this, and it happened the next day. So it's like, hey, I'm good with, in my lifetime that I get to see the ending of you. All right. So here you see the title 6 hours, 7 hours ago, rather. You know, like I said, I didn't. This guy, he's a uh, old school old head for me. The rest of us, old head if you was in it. Regular honoring people, yeah, he's still old. Yeah, not really. You had to have been, but his other, because he got the videos about the female rangers and ranger school, all that. It's not hate or sexism or racism. It's like what we all said. That's fucking. They're gonna lower the fucking standards. But anyway,
will destroy New York City. Why are you guys in line here? Migrant families will soon be.
But that's what I remember. I told you months ago. I said I just made a video. Your Democrat is showing. I mean, your Republican. For Eric Adams, I said your Republican is showing, and you're a Democrat. It is like, be careful. I said that last year. And everybody, it's not people are coming to us aid, none of us, but like I said, we're not celebrating. We're celebrating because of the end of the Democrat Party. They're falling apart. They're eating their own. Yeah, they tell it that yeah, all this is just showing that they're desperate.
Prepaid credit cards to buy food and baby supplies. The mayor's office says the city is partnering with Mobility Capital Finance to launch a more cost-effective program. How many of you organize to stop what they're doing to us?
This video right here where the call was made, I think Eric Adams needs to go. He deviated from the program. He got off the Democratic plantation, and they said, "You gotta go, son. Stand by."
Full support. And let me tell you something, New Yorkers. Never in my life have I had a problem that I did not see an ending to. I don't see an ending to this.
No.
I don't see an ending to this. This issue will destroy New York City. Destroy New York City. We're getting 10,000 migrants a month.
Wow.
One time we were just getting Venezuela. Now we get Ecuador. Now we get Russian speaking coming through Mexico. Now we getting Western Africa. Now we getting people from all over the globe have made their minds up that they're going to come through the southern part of the border and come into New York City. And everyone is saying it's New York City's problem.
Yeah.
Every community in this city is going to be impacted. We got a
And
$12
see,
billion.
you know, him saying that is, and he don't even mention, you know, they used to get mad like at Greg Abbott. It's Greg Abbott. He does that. You know, he shouldn't know. Everybody, y'all section where cities, they should close the border. Talk to Biden. How you gonna get mad at Greg Abbott for doing that?
Deficit that we're going to have to cut. Every service in this city is going to be impacted.
You think about it. You're a taxpayer in New York, a normal citizen. Love is love. You wear the free hug shirt. But all of a sudden it starts affecting you and you get bitter. You saw what happened in Brooklyn. Did a video here where they came out and they said, listen, we love migrants, but we don't love them this much. They don't live the same way we do. But that's not the point here. Eric Adams comes out against the Harris-Biden regime. The DOJ will find a crime. Today the indictment will be unveiled. But at the end of the day, you can indict anybody. You can indict you watching.
Yeah, the indictment don't mean you did something. It's just an indictment. And like the communist said, we'll find the crime. So no, and most of us are. We all said this. This what you get. He shouldn't have been a Democrat in the first place. You know, he should have came out and said something.
Change your coolant in your vehicle. You spill a little bit by accident on a YouTube video. That's a federal crime, man. Don't kid yourself.
All of us.
You change your coolant in your vehicle. You spill a little bit by accident on a YouTube video. That's a federal crime, man. Don't kid yourself.
All of us. And so I say to you as I turn it over to you, this is some of the most educated, some of the most knowledgeable, probably more of my commissioners and deputy commissioners and chiefs live in this community. So as you ask me a question about migrants, tell me what role you played. How many of you organized to stop what they're doing to us?
Yeah, those are called Trump supporters, Eric. Those are people who don't want a turnstile that's one way into the country. Those are the people you made fun of. This is the same man that laughed at you when you were down in Texas or Arizona or Colorado and said, we can't take anymore. He's a mayor that's got sanctuary city policies and doesn't push back against it. And now he reaps what he sows. He lied with the dogs and got fleas. What do I mean by that? He agreed with the Democrats on this policy. It came to him. He didn't like it. But don't ever forget, first they came from a neighbor, I ignored it, and they came for me. That's what Eric Adams forgot.
How many of you were part of the movement to say, we're seeing what this mayor is trying to do, and they're destroying New York City?
Who's this man? Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, the whole regime, right?
He's going to come to your neighborhoods.
Yeah. He started, yeah, like I said, Eric Adams, your Republican and shit. You can say he's not one to. I don't know. I just felt like that, you know, and that's what you call a wannabe. You don't trust, cause yeah, he ain't got the courage to come on out and do it. That's why I said, be careful, nigga. We don't need him. It wasn't Eric Adams. We need you. I didn't say that either. It's like, careful, nigga. They gonna accuse you a bit exactly. And see how bad it is.
All of us are going to be impacted by this. I said it last year when we had 15,000. I'm telling you now, with 110,000, the city we knew we're about to lose.
Wow.
And we're all in this together. All of us. Staten Island said, send them out to Manhattan. Manhattan is saying, send them out to Queens. Queens is saying, send them out to Brooklyn. No. It's not the game we can play.
You're screwed, buddy. It's a very important comment in the tweet. We knew Eric Adams' arrest was coming sooner or later, based on this video for sure. Recently he said, I don't see an ending in sight. This issue will destroy New York City. Well, destroy America. He spoke against the regime, and he's nothing more than low-hanging fruit.
Exactly.
Don't get distracted. We have over a month to get...
Exactly. Don't, just like Puffy, don't get distracted. Exactly. They really thought people was gonna, just, I don't know what they keep expecting us to do. Like, oh yeah, y'all Democrats, y'all, honorable, y'all this and that, y'all doing the right thing. No, nobody's falling for it. All we see is y'all falling apart, throwing each other overboard. Exactly. Basically, just remember how we all got that joke. If a bear is coming after you, I don't have to run fast. I just got to run faster than you. Exactly. This is Democrats. Yeah, we are the bear. The Republicans, we the bear. Treason charges, nigga. Hopefully. They say, oh, revenge. No, y'all literally admitted that there's tapes. All of that, y'all tried to overthrow the government and turn us into some kind of communist country that's not even America. Y'all tried to get rid of the United States.
Trump back in office. That is the bottom line here. Is it a distraction? But this same man who's speaking out against it laughed at you when you spoke out against it, when it affected Springfield, Ohio. When it affects his city, he speaks out. But then, the most telling part is, they find the crime, right? You could find a crime with all these mayors. A process crime of any sort. You saw what happened at the NDA case. He probably laughed about the NDA case. His government was the one that prosecuted Trump. Same as another video, which just put him in the political coffin.
We're seeing the erosion of the quality of life that we've improved.
You could find a crime with all these mayors. A process crime of any sort. You saw what happened at the NDA case. He probably laughed about the NDA case. His government was the one that prosecuted Trump. Same as another video, which just put him in the political coffin.
We're seeing the erosion of the quality of life that we've improved on in such a short period of time of this administration. We have been impacted. For many months, we were able to keep the visualization of this crisis from hitting our streets, but we have reached a breaking point. We're no longer able to do that because of the volume in numbers. Just last week, we had 3,900 people that arrived here. We are averaging anywhere from 2,500 to close to 4,000 a week. And if you do the math, you see that's 8,000 every 2 weeks, potentially 16,000 a month that we must feed, clothe, house, educate children, and all the services that you would give a normal adult. And we're seeing that play out on our streets of New York.
I don't know which one. I think this one, the formalized interview. The other one was recorded at a city council meeting. Not as big of a deal. Eric Adams spoke out against the border crisis, and now he's getting indicted. This is what happens when Democrats don't play ball with Democrat leadership. That is no doubt in my mind.
It's just like I said, see? And this was 7 hours ago. And like I said, I didn't even, remember I told you that video I made earlier? Didn't even occur to me till about 10 o'clock this morning, 11 o'clock or so. Like, wait a minute. That's all the shit they told us was going to happen to us if we didn't do what the Republicans was. Yeah, like, yeah, it's not a club. They don't want you. I mean, it's a club. They don't want you in it. Why do you think what are you doing? They don't have your best interests and What do they, now this shit's falling apart way over even all of their heads, because this is over all of their heads. What are they doing? They think they could, if they throw, like he said, low-hanging fruit, the last hired, first fired, you throw them off. The lower, you go throw your privates Your E3s and your specialists, and you gonna throw all of them away. Your E5, he's a sergeant, but he's just an E5. You throw it all them. Your lieutenants, yeah, he's just a lieutenant. He's just the butterball or first lieutenant, whatever. Captain, even the captain. You throw them everybody away. You just throwing them, hoping something is gonna work. Every rat for himself. I mean, y'all try, I swear, yeah, y'all tried to say that to me. I guess every man for himself. No, they said this way back in like '04 or something. One of my homeboys was like, what? The fuck? Every man for himself. And I'm like, what? I didn't even understand. What the fuck is he talking about? This nigga had money when I was a kid, right? And he took it. No, I'm not, whatever. And bought a lot of dope way back then. Yeah, he barely even let us ride in his car. He had back then, this was like 1990, he had the 5.0 subs in it. It literally had subs, all that shit. I mean, yeah, I know I was, and probably was 88 then or 89. You know, he was only like 4 years older than me, so he was like 18. But yeah, he went crazy with his money, right? I think I got to ride his car like once or twice. Fast forward, this is like 2003 or 4. And he's telling me, yeah, he mentioned, I guess, every man for himself. What the, and yeah, it was kind of hurtful. Like, what the fuck do you, and then it's like, what are you talking, y'all never, whatever. Even back then. Okay, and yeah, really, he didn't put none of us on, none of, because we were too young. None of us. He none of us, I just leave it at that. But, now all of a sudden, yeah, he communist. Every man was, but then he ended up going to prison again. I know that's not no, like none of that shit. I even asked, I was up, when he left. Oh shit, damn, But it's that Democrat. I'm telling you, like way back there. I don't had to be. I don't know, had to be. Or at least definitely, maybe if it wasn't, but I know in the early 2000s, 03, it definitely was one of the things like, am I in the Twilight Zone? Every man for himself.
Mind, he went off the reservation hard. Now, to me, he does care about New Yorkers if he speaks out about it. But he doesn't care about Americans, right? He didn't give a shit. He thought he could absorb enough. He could hide him in the Roosevelt Hotel at $400 a night on taxpayer expense.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, that's what I'm like. If he really didn't care about America, he just was like, he's a New Yorker. I said that earlier, right? In that video, it occurred to me, like, wait, everything they told was gonna happen to us is happening to these niggas. Sell out Puffy. Tupac would have never said no. You don't know. I bet he wouldn't have. Because the niggas like us, all right, man. What's up? That's what's up. And if I would, if one of us say be careful, we literally mean be careful. Like, be careful driving. Not be careful with them white folks, or be careful, or either be careful on the job, not because of white folks. Be careful. You got a new job out there with them. And I might say that with them white folks, but be careful. Don't fuck up. Don't get hurt. No, not because of white folks, because of you. Be careful. You be careful. Do what follow the rest. Learn your job. It's a joke, kind of, because the white folks don't embarrass us, nigga. But you're happy for them. They don't want you to, what the hell you doing? Because they know you gone. You're not going to be crabs in the bucket. Yeah, they're crabs in the bucket.
How do you pay for this if the city of New York can't afford it in housing, with the most housing and hotels, motels, and everything probably in the country? How can the rest of us afford it? Well, we can. That is the point, right?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Big fan of this bottle because it lasts for months.
Let's bring in real estate guy, Grant Cardone.
That was just some kind of simple hair color. I just, like, dude, let it go, man. Yeah, it was an ad. They would just let it go, bro. Fuck all that. You dyeing your hair just for no. Fuck that shit. No, don't. It's like these niggas, they whatever. But anyway, oh shit, this was an hour ago. So somebody else then left.
No, and he joins me now. Grant, you said some time ago now, you said that you would no longer do business in New York City because of the court's guilty verdict on Donald Trump. Now, New York's Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted in a federal criminal.
See, y'all can try to laugh. Well, that means he's corrupt. Nope, nope, nope. He's scared. Nope, 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 nope. All that, yeah. Oh, 33 time felon. 33 Trump is a felon. See, now if you're a regular person celebrating and you're really leaving comments like that, especially if you're in New York, you're a fool.
Probe. Adams and his administration, they seem to be collapsing. But, I mean, what do you say about New
Yeah, last time I checked, yeah, look at that sheriff. Yeah, look at that. But yeah, they mad for
York now?
The sheriff mad. He want me to use some dye for my hair. That's what it's like. So they're mad. I walk in the store. I walk in the UPS store, and the whole they get nervous, and so they're mad. So they call the sheriff. Hit job.
$600,000 in penalties every single day. And I said we would not invest there. We have since put our last dollars in Fort Lauderdale. We literally took that investment bucket and moved it down to Fort Lauderdale and Miami. This will cost the state one decision of one investor leaving the city cost them, it's got to be just in property taxes this year, $10 million, 25,000 high earners, people earning more than 1.3 million a year have also left New York City. That costs the state or the city $3.6 billion in taxes a year. And that's why I say New York City is not a safe place to invest, and it's going to continue to commit economic suicide. And look what they're doing to the mayor this morning.
But see, the thing is, I said my personal thing. Don't celebrate this. Not, I mean, yeah, it's part of we gotta do this, but this is not a good thing. This is, the destruction of America. New York is, not just our best city, the best city in the world. Don't celebrate, but we're gonna turn this around. I don't know how. I'm not, whatever. But
You've got a tweet out there saying that Harris is either financially illiterate, incompetent, or she believes her voters are. You really don't like her plan, do you, Grant?
No, because I know it won't work. Okay, she's going to kill housing. Okay, like I don't know why I guess I understand why she's not giving people like you a moment to ask her a question. Why would you want to build 3 million homes when you know you're 4.2 million homes short? Why would you want to give a $25,000 first-time tax credit or buyer's credit when you know that's going to inflate housing? Okay, mortgage applications had a spike this week, and we're still lower than 2000, 2008, 2010, literally the lowest level in 24 years of mortgage applications.
so you buying, yeah, she's talking about building all these homes, spending all this money or whatever, and nobody's buying them, can afford them or whatever. Stupid Democrats. Or on purpose, like he said. Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah, on purpose, like we all say.
It is getting slaughtered, and nobody's talking about it. And if she thinks $25,000 is going to somehow, relieve the system, she's crazy. So she's either lying to the public.
That's like buying they give you 25, or a good example, winning a new car, and you can't afford the taxes. Price when I was a kid. Nope, they used to say it when I was a kid. I was like 10 years old. That's when everybody was still the old price. Bob Barker. Yeah, they got a pre-pack. I wouldn't wonder when that car. It was a brand new car. A new car. What's the name? The Rod. You got to pay taxes on all that shit and I think before you can even get it. Because even as a kid, way back then, I'm like, well, can't you get it and just sell it then? And then pay taxes? Because, yeah, if you sell it, a brand new car, yeah, that's whatever. Back then in 1983, I think I did. Even back then, I was like, can't you just, I'm still thinking that. Can't you just get, but I guess you got to pay the taxes before you take delivery. And so nowadays, you don't want an $80,000 F-150. What's the taxes on that? They been said that in the 80s. Nope, this is like 82, 83 when everybody was still, I'm on the 90. I remember hearing it. They can't afford the taxes. It's like, but then the tax, no. What I'm trying to explain, they give you a $25,000 tax credit, but you can't afford the mortgage. So you're going to lose the house anyway. Eventually, yeah, you get not just the mortgage, it's a house. It's not an apartment. You got to be able to afford everything. Insurance, this and that. It's a brand new house, but you got to be able to afford everything. Everything. Your house, your car, your kids. You got to be able to afford everything. Only stupid people is falling for this 25 because the 25,000 go to the home builder. Democrat game. It's just more game. You got to be able to afford everything. Your kids' school, all this. Because who else buying a house? Why is a single person, some single chicks and single guys, you might, but you don't, anybody like that, they don't need because they got a good job and they just, instead of living in an apartment and making I'm going to buy a house. I done seen that before. They buy a house. More than likely a condo, exactly. But a house, you got kids, you and your wife. This 25,000, but you can't afford it. Now you got the insurance, you got this and that, you got everything. Car notes, car insurance, this and that. So you just got yourself in debt. It's a setup.
Leave the system. She's crazy. So she's either lying to the public.
Yeah, that bitch crazy. Literally. Ain't that nah. And it's not just we don't like Democrat. No. Every time, like I've been told you. I've been told you that. When I laugh, I'm laughing at something serious. My jokes, that's why they hurt y'all so much, because it's the truth. That's why y'all came out, oh no, don't say that, that you don't know the emotional stuff. Don't tell the truth and be nice no matter what. No, that's what y'all don't like. You playing with people's money. More people like, nah, fuck, this bitch is fucking crazy.
If she thinks $25,000 is going to somehow, relieve the system, she's crazy. So she's either lying to the public, or worse, she doesn't know what she's talking about, or her team.
Or worse, he knows he's on Fox News and he can't say what he really think. It's on purpose. She's a communist. She's a treasonous motherfucking traitor who needs to be handled like a treasonous traitor, like the rest of them.
Now I know Mark Cuban's a huge fan of hers right now. He's out pimping her.
Cuban too.
Like every
Cuban did that. He said Cuban pimping her. Cuban, just because he's a billionaire don't mean you can't hang, whatever. Can't we? Hey, we do it old fashioned with a motherfucking, treason.
Worse, she doesn't know what she's talking about, or her team doesn't. Now I know Mark Cuban's a huge fan of hers right now. He's out pimping her like every minute of every day. But and Mark knows a lot about a lot of things, but housing is not going to get fixed because she promises to build 3 million homes. She doesn't even know what it would cost, how long it would take, who would build them, who would get the homes, and. By the way, at 6% interest, you can't afford a loan anyway because the interest alone is $2,000 a month.
Grant Cardone, we like your direct and forthright.
See, that's what I'm talking about. 25. I didn't even think about that interest. 6%. Imagine motherfuckers who get in, get qualified, and they get 8%. Because they credit a little bit. It's not bad, but it ain't good. It ain't excellent. It's good. It's like 700. You get 8%. Interest alone gonna kill them. They're 25,000. That's what I'm saying. Everybody, only fools are believing this bullshit about Kamala and all of the shit she tried. Yeah, it's a get. No, all she has is stupid bullshit supposed to make stupid people feel good. Smart people, hell the fuck no, bitch. Fuck out of here.